We watched Inspector Clouseau, the Pink Panther, and was it his butler that was trained to constantly try to jump out and surprise him and attack him and things like that? So that was one of our favorite little games that we would play when Dad wasn't home and there really was no adult supervision. And as funny as it was, I do think it set a tone in our minds that we would think about around the corners, like what could happen, what are we
Right.
missing in our landscape, and that thing. So I think we need to bring back Pink Panther and Inspector Clouseau for the next generation.
I love that. And I'll say one more thing on a more modern, and again, some may laugh and say that's overkill, but every once in a while, I will randomly set 3 or 4 alarms on my cell phone throughout the day. I'll forget about it. When that alarm goes off, that's a trigger for me to assume, okay, I'm under attack, I'm under a threat. How would I react? Maybe it goes off when I'm brushing my teeth. Maybe it goes off when I'm at Walmart. Maybe it goes off when I'm driving. But that is training your mind. That might be something someone would want to do in their families. Again, not to freak anyone out, but to say, okay, let's have a talk. The alarm just went off. You were upstairs. I was in the kitchen. You were in the backyard. How would we have reacted?
That is brilliant. I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that in my little what if games that I play on my own self. Well, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for all that you have done, that you are doing. I believe this conversation is going to cause people to think differently about their own households, their own landscape, the way that they even drive their car, right? To be sure that they've given themselves some margin around their safety and interacting with the reality that, danger strikes when it chooses. We don't get to say, "Well, I got 15 minutes free next Wednesday. I think that if I'm going to have an encounter with a predator in a parking lot, that's the best time to do it. And I'm going to be sure I have my firearm with me. I'm going to be sure I've got my head on a swivel that day." That isn't how it works. Danger gets to pick, and it definitely uses the element of surprise. And that is why we need to give surprise very few options for when it can happen, and we're prepared at all times.